We got some awesome news that Cole Caufield is okay and will be making the trip to Ottawa with the Canadiens. We'll be talking a bit about that, plus the real reason why Juraj Slafkovsky has seemed to up his offensive game in the past couple of matches. Finally, we got a huge Habs prospect updates about who is going and isn't going to the World Juniors, so you won't want to miss anything we have to say on this edition of Habs Digest. Hello, bonjour, ahoy, and welcome to today's news edition of Habs Digest. I'm your host, Josh Gosse, alongside my co-host, Jesse Poirier. And guys, we are less than 100 subscribers away from 3,000. If you guys are liking the video and you haven't hit it, please hit it now. We're so close. We'd love to hit that before Christmas. I think that's a given at this point, but we need you guys to help us out. Jesse, first topic today. Cole Caufield will travel with the team to Ottawa, and this could not come at a better time. Like, Montreal, after losing so many bodies already to injury, including an update today saying David Savard is still out week to week. Sean Monahan is also out week to week. These guys are going to be gone for a while, and we saw Cole Caufield go down and not return in that game against Calgary. But look at this. L'attaquant Cole Caufield accompagnera l'équipe à Ottawa. Forward Cole Caufield will travel with the team to Ottawa and should be available tomorrow. I'm super hyped about this, Jesse. What was your reaction when you read this news?
I'm so relieved. Like, I was scared for a second. To be honest, he's definitely one of my favorite players on the Habs. It was, the team looked so much different without him. You had to feel in the third period and in the overtime where we're having those power plays, if he's out there, we're scoring. You know, he's a real difference maker for this team. So I'm really, really excited to have him back.
Yeah, that 4-on-3 in overtime was a little sad. Of course, going 0 for 7 on the power play last night. But there were a lot of chances from Caufield's spot, but they were taken by Dach, who was there in a pinch. And I feel like having Caufield there instead is going to make a huge difference on this upcoming back-to-back in different places. I believe the game tomorrow is in Ottawa, and then I think we're playing Anaheim back at home on Thursday. So we have the Habs are going to have a bit of a tough schedule ahead, as we mentioned in yesterday's game recap video. We have Ottawa tomorrow. We have Anaheim on Thursday, and then we face, I think, what is it? LA? No, it's not LA. It's Tampa. It's Tampa in Montreal on Saturday. So, yeah, we need Cole back for that. Yeah, just a quick update for you guys, just in case anyone was wondering how he's doing. He'll be traveling with the team. But we'll move in quickly to the real big news in today's video. Sort of big news, Jesse. It's a bit of fun news. We got the truth behind Slafkovsky's uptick in shooting. If you guys have been paying attention, you may have noticed that before our game against LA, I think it was the 3 or maybe 4 prior games, Slafkovsky was averaging about 12, 13 minutes a game, but didn't get a single shot in any of them. Then he comes out with 2 shots against LA, and we thought he looked really good offensively. Then against Calgary yesterday, he comes out firing the puck from all over the ice on the power play, even on even strength. He's really trying to get it towards the net, and here's the reason why. Even my mother has texted me to shoot more, so I should really shoot more, says Juraj Slafkovsky. It's his mom. Guys, the reason he is finally going after on offense is his mom. Jesse, I don't know if you've noticed it. I think you have. I think we've kind of discussed this about Slafkovsky's, almost uptick and more enthusiasm for offense recently. Do you think this could legitimately be the reason why?
It could be, and I am so thankful. Thank you so much, Mama Slafkovsky, because I want Slafkovsky, Juraj, to be selfish with the puck. I want him to shoot it. If there's somebody that I want to hold on to the puck a little bit more, get more passes from their teammates, shoot more shots, that's Juraj Slafkovsky. And also Kirby Dach.
Yeah.
I want Kirby Dach to be way more selfish with the puck. But I digress. I'm really happy to see this. I think part of it is also due, no disrespect to the family, but also to Adam Nicholas, one of our skills coaches that we have now for player development. I love this turn that organization is taking of working on very specific skills instead of just kind of trusting it to the player just to really figure out everything. No, there's intricacies of today's game, and you really sometimes need to take time to break that down. And that's exactly what Juraj Slafkovsky has done with Adam Nicholas. There's been recent footage being released of him working on making his passes, but while keeping his head up.
Yes.
And we saw that's what led to tying the game last night. Was himself, making a very smart move to create some space for himself, keeping his head up, and then making a very hard and fast pass to to Josh Anderson that led to a goal. So it's really nice to see this different combination of forces coming together to just really improve Slafkovsky's game.
Yeah, shout out Adam Nicholas. And again, like we've said, Juraj Slafkovsky's playing with a myriad of different line mates. It's not like he's been stuck on a single line. He's been tested all over the place, and I mean, soon we may see him even bumped up further, maybe getting more ice time. He played over 15 minutes last night, Jesse, and I know we've talked about Slavzilla for a while, but I think this is when we're finally starting to see him unleash, especially now with the World Juniors coming up. He has something to prove. He has a reason to stay with the Habs. He needs to train with them. He needs to learn their system, get NHL reps in, and if he's not going to the World Juniors, which he's not, he's going to have to really start to prove himself, and boy, is he doing it in a great way. With shooting more, just looking way more confident on offense while keeping his head up. He has looked way improved in just these last few games, and I also agree with you that Kirby should look to shoot more. I saw some people saying maybe Kirby Dach should take Mama Slafkovsky's advice and just fire the puck more. We saw his silky mitts in the shootout, Jesse. Like, I want him to shoot more, way more. I mean, we can kind of transition to this for a second, but like, why is he not shooting more?
Right. That's the next vid, Josh.
The next vid, yeah. We'll break down Kirby Dach's lack of shooting, because that guy is so special, right? He's so skilled. He's shown so much for Montreal so far, and I mean, yeah. But either way, we're super happy for Slafkovsky, and we're happy for Kirby Dach for getting us the shootout winner and having a great game overall yesterday. But that leads us into sort of our final topic, sort of transitioning from that World Juniors mention. Jesse, we got a big update, but it's not really an exciting one for you Montreal fans. If we take a look here, we see that we don't need to read the top part of the tweet. That's not about us. The bottom part is, though. I can also add that Owen Beck, Montreal, has been cut, but not only Owen Beck. Owen Beck was cut, of course, and Riley Kidney hurt himself just yesterday. Well, I guess this tweet was from yesterday, so 2 days ago. So Riley Kidney is injured. Owen Beck is cut, and the only one final hope, as you saw in that last tweet, for Montreal at the World Juniors is Joshua Roy. Jesse, this is a little bit sad news. I know we were hoping Owen Beck could make it. We were hoping Riley Kidney would make it. We were hoping we'd have a line with all three. I will say I'm not worried. And someone pointed out, like, Nick Suzuki at the same age was cut from the World Junior roster. Because remember, Owen Beck is only 18, and this is an under-20 tournament. So I am not worried. But, Jesse, it's still a little disappointing to see these amazing Habs prospects get cut at the highest level for where they are right now.
It is, but Owen Beck's no stranger to this. A lot in his career, he has had to deal with being underestimated, but look how far he's went all the same. Like, he's pretty much a sure thing to make our team next year. He's going to be eligible for the World Juniors, and he's probably not even going to want to go. He's going to want to stay up with the top team, just like Juraj did this year, So, like you said, I'm really not too worried at all. He's still having a great year. As well. Tough to see Riley Kidney injured, battling for a spot, was on the roster last year. So yeah, unfortunate. You'd like to think that he'd make the team if he wasn't injured. I mean, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. But you do have to be excited about Joshua Roy making the team, because he's been on like a real, torrid pace of late. He's got, I believe it is 9 points in his last 5 games leading up to this, scoring in both of the, preseason or sort of kind of tune-up sort of games, for the World Juniors, I should say. So it's like, I'm excited, and I really feel about Joshua Roy, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on this. Like, Josh, like, where do you think he's going to pan out? Because, like, for me, I feel like he's either going to be like a phenomenal, really good player in the NHL, or it's just not going to work out at all. But still maybe a good chance. What's your thoughts on this?
Man, it's tough because I've watched a lot of footage of him, and I've heard what some people have to say about him. Like, he is endlessly skilled. I've heard some people say he looks a little slow for the competition. Like, his body and athleticism may not translate. That might be the problem, but he's extremely skilled. So I find it tough to evaluate him. I think you're bang on, Jesse. If that skill, if
you like Phil Kessel,
next Phil Kessel, Joshua Roy, that'll be our next title or thumbnail or something. But that, like, I don't know, man. Like, Kessel may not have the body, but he's speedy. I kind of want to temper my expectations for Roy. I want to say that if I want to be realistic, like, not every Habs prospect's going to be amazing. As much as we'd love to hype up every prospect, as much as I'd love for them to pan out, I think Joshua Roy does project to be a Hab. I don't think he's going to be a career AHL or anything, but I'm saying right now I think a very solid third line guy is what he's projecting, but with an upside of second line and maybe better potential. But right now, I think my opinion's a little lower than some, and I got him maybe sliding in as a solid bottom six forward that'll be in the NHL for a long while. You know, one of those just sort of core guys that every team wants to have.
It's a pretty good take. I like that.
You like that? What do you think, Jesse? You asked me for mine. Do you think he's going to do better?
Yeah. I think he's going to be like, I kind of have an opposite view though, but I like your point, but I see him as like the complete, like either make or break, like, you know, first line, like maybe second line on like a really good team, or just like not making, you know, the chell just because of the size and everything else. So I think it's going to be maybe make or break, but you know, who knows, but I'll be definitely interested to see how this pans out.
I like that. I like that we kind of have different takes. We want to hear from you guys in the comment section below, because Joshua Waugh and really any prospect, like I don't have any scouting experience. I mean, I find it tough for myself to project where these guys are going to go, but I can totally see your case, Jesse, where he's a boom or bust kind of guy, because like we said, has all the skill in the world, but if he doesn't put it together, he might just never be an NHLer. Or he could gradually work up and realize what his role might be. There's a million different ways it can pan out. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you think about Joshua Waugh? And what do you think about these Habs, like especially Owen Beck, not making the World Juniors? Now, we will have representation, of course. We got Lane Hudson on Team USA, Philip Méchard on Team Slovakia, and of course Joshua Waugh for Team Canada. Plus, I think a couple more, but we're looking forward to it. We'll be doing recaps for all those games involving Habs prospects, and you won't want to miss it right here at Habs Digest. But on that note, that'll do it for this news edition of Habs Digest. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We are less than 100 subs away from 3,000. Myself and Jesse work really hard to get these videos out for you every single day, and it'd mean the world to us if you could stick here along the ride with us. We want to go to 3,000 and beyond. I'm Josh Gosse for my co-host Jesse Poirier. We'll catch you in the next video.